G'day, how you going? So, a little bit different one today. We're not going to be looking at shelter builds in this video. We're actually going to be looking at a adventure video. And the channel we're going to be looking at is called The Bare Essentials. Now, I've never heard of them. I don't get out much. So I don't generally doom scroll on YouTube, or at least not for bushcraft related stuff, which people might find strange seeing as I've got a bushcraft channel. But yeah, I just spend so much of my own time in that sort of headspace. I want to look at other things. I hadn't come across this channel before, and I don't know why, because it's a pretty decent channel. So if we just have a look on it, as I said, they've got a few subscribers, like 1.2 million. So yeah, definitely been around for a while. Started in 2018, Canada. All right, obviously you're going to have some great scenery to film in coming from Canada. So if we look at the videos on the channel, there's a combination of adventures and skill-based videos, and I can sort of relate to that with my own channel, my own bushcraft channel, which is Rob's Bushcraft and Adventures. And the point of naming it that, I plan to do adventures, but I also plan to do the other small videos just doing skill-based content, what he's doing here. He's been a lot more successful at it than I have. Not through any lack of trying on my part, but there was one video that I saw that just grabbed my attention, the thumbnail grabbed my attention. It's this one here, stranded on an island, solo survival with only 3 items. I've got high hopes for this video because he's got so many subscribers, plus he's been going for quite a while. Canada, great scenery. Yeah, all the elements are there for a good video, so let's, let's check this out.
We got a fish.
Very rapid intro there. That's good. Showed everything you needed to see in like 3 seconds. Right.
Riding a bit lower than usual. I think there might be a hole.
A little bit of comedy. Straight into the video, straight into the setup. So he's not just sitting on an island and saying, hey, I've just arrived.
I'm stranded on an island today because
so I like the fact that he's set it up with the boat sinking as he paddles to shore.
Water bottle and a survival tin with 6 feet of cordage, a bit of fishing line, and a hook. For clothes, it's really just a pair of shoes, pants, and sweater. I'm going to prepare for the worst and prepare to survive as long as I need to until I can fix this canoe.
Who he reminds me of straight away, the way he's talking and the way the video is going, reminds me a lot of Luke from the Outdoor Boys.
My biggest immediate risk out here, even though I have a full water bottle.
Just the way it's filmed and edited and the way he's talking.
The right tree that we want for the bow drill,
it just reminded me a lot of Luke from the Outdoor Boys. Nothing wrong with that.
Actually does burn, but it's no good for the bow drill. So I gotta keep looking. That's wintergreen. And I don't know if you could hear them, but the mosquitoes and the horseflies are just outrageous right now, flying about. So what you could do with this stuff is just rub it on your skin. Not only do you smell nice, but the mosquitoes hate mint. So this
yep, so straight up putting the little tips in there. It just reminds me of Luke from the Outdoor Boys.
Smells good. All right, so back on the trail.
Chops it off into the water. So he's got a knife as well. So I don't know where the 3 items, what 3 items he's classing as 3 items and what he's not, because you've got a fishing kit, you've got some cordage, you've got a knife, a canteen.
So we have our dead cedar sticks.
So maybe he's talking one item is all the stuff within a can, like the survival can. In which case you could take a backpack full of gear and you could say, I'm going with 1 item only. Sorry mate. It's a great spot. You're just looking at it and that's a real fishy sort of spot. So the video slowed down a little bit. From the start of the video it was like high speed, like good pacing, just going really well. And then he started looking for bait, and that momentum that he had just slowed down a little bit. Yeah, that's why I called his boat one of his items, because it's a shelter. It's a ready-made shelter, going to keep the dew off you even if it's not raining. So yeah, I would have said, if you were assessing what you had, I would have counted that as one of my 3 items.
Inside there.
It's giving a little bushcrafting survival lesson. He showed some plants that you can use. Now he's showing the bow drill.
You put your one knee.
Yeah, he's you know,
And the crook of this is going to go.
it's educational about being driven down the viewer's throat, like just picking up things along the way.
And we're going to do this just until we have a little bit of smoke.
I wonder how long he was working on that for.
This water bottle here.
Because sometimes you can get fire going pretty quickly. Other times it takes forever. And it's worse in a tropical environment like where I am. It's so hot, you're sweating, and you got to keep being careful that your sweat doesn't drop onto it as you, yeah, trying to get that little glowing ember.
There we go.
I laugh if it tipped over after all that effort of getting the fire going to sterilise the water, and then you're floating around, it tips over and just takes all that water into it. I wonder what temperature it's going to get down to at night times. He didn't try to make any sort of insulation for himself, like putting down a bed of boughs and covering himself up in boughs to sort of keep his warmth in. He just laid down on the ground. So yeah, it's not going to be the most comfortable or the warmest. I suppose the good thing with the canoe is if the bugs are bad, you can just drop it down and completely cover yourself up underneath it. Try to keep away from them a bit. So technically his tin would count as another item,
Very fine.
wouldn't it? I got to find some faults with this this video. I can't just sit here saying, yeah, that's great, it's great. It's just that he said 3 items in the video title, and he's got cordage, he's got a knife, he's got a water bottle, he's got fishing kit, he's got the tin that the fishing gear and the cordage were in. If you want to count the boat, that's 6 items, including the boat that he used for shelter.
I think we're good. I'm your friend DJ with the Bear Essentials. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, he ended that pretty quick. Well, what can I say? Pretty good video, as I expected from the amount of subscribers and the length of time that he's been going for. I expected he'd be making good content. He's in a great location. I mean, that would be an awesome spot to go camping and fishing. I wonder how uncomfortable that night was. Like you said, bugs and stuff there, but I imagine it would have been pretty cool and yeah, pretty damn uncomfortable. You could have broken off a heap of boughs and laid them down to get a bit more of a softer bed to lay on. If you had time, you could have broken off a lot more and covered yourself up for them to keep warmer. All in all, it was pretty good. If you want to check that video out in full, I'll drop it in the video description. I'll also put a link to his channel in this video description. No doubt you know him already. I'm the only one that hasn't heard of this guy before. So, yep. All right, definitely going to check out some more of his videos. Till next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment, all that sort of stuff. Catch you around. All right.